Did you know that some foods you think are super healthy might be causing more harm than good? And that some foods labeled as unhealthy may not be as terrible as they appear. Take eggs, for instance. They have been demonized for years due to their cholesterol content, but recent studies indicate they could be one of the best foods for your heart. Surprising, isn't it? Let's delve into the reality behind some of the most prevalent food misconceptions that could impact your health. In a world where food trends change faster than the seasons, it's hard to know what to believe. One day, fat is the enemy, and the next, carbs are the villain. But what's the truth? Today, we're diving deep into our daily foods to separate fact from fiction. Because understanding what truly benefits or harms your health can make all the difference in your well-being. Let's start with a few examples of controversial foods that spark debates even among experts. These are foods you've likely heard conflicting advice about, leaving you wondering, what's the truth? Eggs. Friend or foe? For decades, eggs were public enemy number one due to their high cholesterol content. People feared that eating eggs would clog their arteries and increase the risk of heart disease. But here's the twist. Eggs are nutritional powerhouses. They're rich in high-quality protein, essential vitamins, and choline, a nutrient crucial for brain health. Recent research shows that while eggs contain cholesterol, they have minimal impact on blood cholesterol levels for most people. Eggs can improve your cholesterol profile by increasing the good HDL cholesterol. So, are eggs really the villains they were made out to be? Not quite. In moderation, eggs can be part of a heart-healthy diet. The key lies in how you prepare them. Scrambled in butter versus boiled makes a difference. Butter versus margarine. The great debate for years, butter was seen as a heart attack waiting to happen, and margarine was marketed as the healthier alternative. But here's the kicker. Many margarines were made with trans fats, which are now known to be far worse for heart health than saturated fats in butter. Trans fats have been linked to increased inflammation, higher LDL, bad cholesterol, and a greater risk of heart disease. Today, margarine brands have mostly removed trans fats, but some still contain questionable ingredients. Butter in small amounts, especially from grass-fed cows, can be a better option than margarine loaded with processed oils. But moderation is key. Coffee. Lifesaver or silent killer? Coffee is another polarizing topic. For years, coffee was labeled a guilty pleasure, associated with increased blood pressure and insomnia. But now, research paints a different picture. Studies show that moderate coffee consumption, about 3-4 cups a day, is linked to a reduced risk of diseases like type 2 diabetes, Alzheimer's, and Parkinson's. Coffee is also packed with antioxidants and can boost mental alertness. However, the problem arises when people load their coffee with sugar, creamers, and syrups, turning a healthy beverage into a calorie bomb. Black coffee or coffee with minimal additives can be a part of a healthy lifestyle. Just skip the sugar-loaded fancy lattes. Gluten-free foods, a necessary trend or marketing hype? Gluten-free products have taken the food industry by storm. While going gluten-free is essential for those with celiac disease or gluten sensitivity, many people adopt this diet without medical necessity. Here's the catch. Gluten-free doesn't automatically mean healthier. Many gluten-free products are highly processed and low in fiber, lacking essential nutrients found in whole grains. Moreover, replacing gluten-containing foods with gluten-free alternatives can sometimes lead to weight gain due to added sugars and fats in processed gluten-free products. If you don't have a medical reason to avoid gluten, it's better to stick to whole grains like oats, quinoa, and whole wheat for their nutritional benefits. Now, let's flip the script and talk about so-called healthy foods that might not be as good as they seem. Granola. A sneaky sugar bomb. Granola has long been considered a go-to breakfast for health-conscious individuals. But here's the problem. Many store-bought granolas are loaded with sugar, oils, and preservatives. A single serving of granola can have as much sugar as a chocolate bar, turning your healthy breakfast into a dessert in disguise. That said, homemade granola can be a healthier option if you control the ingredients. Look for granola with no added sugars and whole food ingredients, or better yet, make your own at home. Fruit juices. Healthy or just glorified sugar water? Fruit juices seem like a healthy choice. After all, they come from fruits, right? But most store-bought juices are stripped of fiber and loaded with added sugars. Even 100% fruit juice can cause blood sugar spikes, as it lacks the fiber that slows down the absorption of natural sugars in whole fruits. Opt for whole fruits instead of juices to get all the fiber and nutrients without the sugar overload. If you must have juice, limit your intake to small servings and choose freshly squeezed varieties. Protein bars. Fitness food or candy in disguise? Protein bars are marketed as a convenient snack for fitness enthusiasts, but not all of them are created equal. Some protein bars contain as much sugar as a candy bar, along with artificial sweeteners, preservatives, and low-quality protein sources. While they can be useful for a quick energy boost or post-workout recovery, it's crucial to read the labels carefully. Look for protein bars with minimal ingredients, no added sugars, and at least 10 grams of protein per serving. Or better yet, try whole foods like nuts, seeds, and Greek yogurt for a more natural protein boost. Confused yet? Let's clear the air. With so much conflicting information, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. One day you hear that eggs are bad, the next day they're a superfood. Coffee is either a lifesaver or a silent killer. Gluten-free foods are everywhere, but are they truly necessary? So, how do you separate fact from fiction? It all comes down to balance, moderation, and being informed. The food industry often plays into trends and buzzwords to sell products. That's why it's important to take a step back, read labels, and understand that not everything marketed as healthy is truly good for you. In the next section, we'll break down some science-backed principles you can follow to make healthier food choices without falling for marketing tricks. Stay tuned. Eggs. Are they good or bad for your heart? Eggs have been demonized for decades due to their cholesterol content. The common myth? Eggs cause heart disease, but here's what Harvard Medical School and the American Heart Association have found. Eating up to 1 egg per day doesn't significantly increase the risk of heart disease in most people. Eggs are a powerhouse of nutrition. They're packed with protein, vitamin B12, selenium, choline, great for brain health, and lutein, good for your eyes. And guess what? The cholesterol in eggs doesn't impact your blood cholesterol as much as we once thought. The real culprits are trans fats and added sugars. Quick tip: the key is balance. Pair your eggs with veggies or whole grains instead of processed meats like bacon, and you'll be doing your heart a favor. Butter versus margarine. Which one should you choose? This debate has raged for years. Butter lovers say it's natural, while margarine fans argue it's healthier. The truth? It's not that simple. Studies show that butter contains saturated fats, which can raise LDL, bad cholesterol. But margarine? Many commercial margarines are loaded with trans fats, which are even more harmful. Trans fats increase bad cholesterol and lower good cholesterol, contributing to heart disease. So, what's the solution? Choose healthy fats. The best options are unsaturated fats found in olive oil, avocados, nuts, and seeds. These fats have been linked to better heart health and lower inflammation. Quick tip: if you're going to use butter, go for grass-fed butter in moderation. And always check margarine labels to ensure they're trans fat-free. Coffee. Miracle drink or health risk? Let's talk about coffee, one of the most loved and misunderstood beverages on the planet. Some say it's bad for your heart and raises blood pressure. Others claim it's a superfood. What does science say? Here's the truth. Studies from institutions like Johns Hopkins and Harvard show that coffee may reduce the risk of several diseases, including Parkinson's disease, type 2 diabetes, liver disease, certain cancers, like liver and colorectal cancer. How? Coffee is loaded with antioxidants, which fight inflammation. It also contains caffeine, which can boost brain function and metabolism. But there's a catch: too much coffee can cause anxiety, insomnia, and heart palpitations. Moderation is key. Most studies suggest that 3-4 cups a day is safe and beneficial for most people. Quick tip: skip the sugar and cream. Instead, try black coffee or plant-based milk to keep your coffee healthy. Granola and protein bars. Are they healthy? Granola and protein bars are marketed as health foods, but here's the truth: they're often sugar bombs in disguise. Many store-bought options are loaded with refined sugars, artificial sweeteners, and unhealthy fats. But that doesn't mean you have to give them up. The healthiest choices are homemade granola made with whole oats, nuts, seeds, and natural sweeteners like honey or maple syrup. As for protein bars, look for options made with whole ingredients like dates, nuts, seeds, and high-quality protein sources. Avoid those with artificial additives and excessive sugar. Quick tip: check the ingredient list. If you see more than 10 ingredients or unpronounceable chemicals, it's probably not a healthy choice. Many of the foods we've been told to fear are healthy when consumed in moderation. The key is to focus on whole, minimally processed foods and listen to science rather than marketing hype. At the end of the day, what matters most is balance and variety in your diet. No single food will make or break your health. But making informed choices can help you feel better, live longer, and avoid falling victim to outdated food myths. So, what's the takeaway from all of this? Food choices are nuanced. It's not about labeling foods as strictly good or bad. Instead, it's about context, portion sizes, and how they fit into your overall diet. Here's a simple rule to follow. If a food has been around for centuries, like eggs or butter, it's likely safe in moderation. But if it's a highly processed product that your great-grandparents wouldn't recognize, approach it with caution. Balance and moderation are the keys to a healthy lifestyle. No single food will make or break your health. Instead of obsessing over the latest food trends, focus on whole, minimally processed foods and listen to your body's needs. Be curious, question marketing claims, and make informed choices. Now, we want to hear from you. What foods did you once think were healthy or unhealthy, only to learn otherwise? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want more insights into how to make smarter food choices, check out our next video on 10 foods you should always have in your kitchen for optimal health. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our latest health tips.